Welcome back to Historical Odyssey. In today's journey through time, we delve into the story of the Silk Road. This ancient network of trade routes, spanning from the Far East to the Mediterranean, was a vital artery of commerce and cultural exchange for over 1,000 years, beginning in the 2nd century BCE. It was the lifeblood of civilizations, a highway for ideas, goods, and cultures that traversed deserts, climbed mountain ranges, and crossed mighty rivers. The Silk Road was more than just a path for silk, spices, and precious metals. It was a catalyst for the intermingling of knowledge, religions, and technologies. It linked the imperial power of Rome to the farthest reaches of China's Han Dynasty, and it touched countless lives and societies in between. So, buckle up as we embark on this historical journey, retracing the steps of ancient traders, explorers, and dreamers along the legendary Silk Road. Before we continue on our journey through the Silk Road, we'd like to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude. Your overwhelming response and engagement on our first video was truly inspiring. We're thrilled to see the excitement and curiosity you share with us for unraveling history's fascinating tales. If you're enjoying our content, please continue supporting our channel. You can do so by hitting the like button, subscribing, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay updated. We also encourage you to leave comments below, share your thoughts, and let us know what other historical topics you'd like us to explore in future videos. Your input is valuable in shaping our historical odyssey. Now with that said, let's dive back into our journey, back to the birth of the legendary Silk Road. Our journey starts in the era of China's Han Dynasty, where the seeds of the Silk Road were sown. The Silk Road, an intriguing concept, wasn't a single thoroughfare, but rather a complex network of trade routes linking east and west, stretching from the Korean peninsula and Japan, across the Asian continent to the Mediterranean Sea. The birth of these paths of commerce can be traced back to the 2nd century BCE, during the reign of China's Han Dynasty. The dynasty's Western Han Emperor Wu was intrigued by the tales of a land rich in horses, a resource he desperately needed to fortify his military. He sent his emissary Zhang Qian on a diplomatic mission to the west, marking the beginning of East-West interactions. Zhang Qian's mission was not only diplomatic, but also exploratory. His travels led to the discovery of new routes, which later formed the Silk Road. This network of routes initially served the purpose of trade between the East and the West, particularly the trade of the luxurious, much sought-after material silk from China. It's this trade of silk that would later give the Silk Road its evocative name. The Silk Road was more than just a conduit for silk. It was a path that facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, cultures, and innovations between diverse civilizations, forever changing the course of human history. With its birth, the Silk Road opened a new chapter in global history. A chapter that saw the world become a little bit smaller, a little bit more connected, and a lot more interesting. As the Silk Road flourished, it became a bustling highway of goods, ideas, and cultures. Spanning thousands of miles and multiple continents from the heart of China to the Mediterranean Sea, this extraordinary trade route was a conduit for much more than just physical commodities. Let's dive deeper into the vibrant tapestry of trade and cultural exchange that unfolded along the Silk Road. No doubt the most famous good traded was the eponymous silk, a luxury that was highly sought after in the wealthy courts of Rome and beyond. But the Silk Road was also a pathway for a cornucopia of other goods. From the east, traders carried tea, porcelain, paper, and precious stones. From the west they brought gold, silver, woolen textiles, and fine glassware. But the Silk Road was not just a marketplace for tangible goods, it was also an avenue for the exchange of ideas and beliefs. As merchants and travelers journeyed along this vast network, they brought with them their languages, their music, their culinary traditions, and their spiritual beliefs. Buddhism, for instance, found its way from India to China and beyond, carried along the Silk Road by itinerant monks and scholars. Meanwhile, the art of papermaking, a technological innovation from China, spread westward, revolutionizing communication and record-keeping. From the nomadic tribes of the Eurasian steppes to the sophisticated societies of China and Rome, the Silk Road connected diverse groups of people who would have otherwise remained isolated. It fostered a unique blend of cultures and traditions, a fusion that is reflected in the art, music, and cuisine of the regions it touched. This exchange of culture and knowledge was not always harmonious, as the Silk Road was also a conduit for conflict and disease. But despite these challenges, it left an indelible mark on the tapestry of human history. The Silk Road was more than just a trade route, it was a melting pot of cultures. It was a grand stage where East met West, where distant cultures collided and coalesced, shaping the world as we know it today. The Silk Road wasn't just a path, it was a network of thriving cities and majestic landmarks. Let's embark on a journey through some of these key locations, each with its own unique historical significance. Our first stop is Xi'an, known as Chang'an in ancient times. As the eastern terminus of the Silk Road, this city was the capital of the Han Dynasty, the birthplace of the Silk Road itself. Its bustling markets were a vibrant hub where goods from the west were exchanged for Chinese silk. Next we journey to Samarkand, a city that was a crossroads of culture. Located in modern-day Uzbekistan, Samarkand was a flourishing center of trade, where the east met the west. Its grand architecture and cultural diversity are testaments to the city's rich Silk Road history. We then venture to Dunhuang, situated at the crossroads of the northern and southern Silk Road routes. This city was a crucial point of cultural exchange, renowned for the Mogao Caves, a treasure trove of Buddhist art that encapsulates the fusion of diverse cultures along the Silk Road. Our journey wouldn't be complete without mentioning the majestic Karakoram Highway, the highest paved international road in the world. This key Silk Road passageway traverses the breathtaking Pamir Mountains, connecting China and Pakistan. These cities and landmarks were not just points on a map, they were the beating heart of the Silk Road, pulsating with life, culture, and history. They remain as enduring symbols of the Silk Road's legacy. These cities and landmarks were the beating heart of the Silk Road. But the journey along the Silk Road was not always smooth. It was fraught with challenges and obstacles. Traversing through vast deserts, over towering mountains, and across treacherous rivers, the terrain itself was a formidable adversary. The relentless heat of the day would give way to freezing nights, and sandstorms could strike without warning, burying entire caravans. And then, there were the bandits. Lured by the promise of rich pickings, they lurked in the shadows, ready to pounce on unsuspecting traders. The threat of these highwaymen was ever present, necessitating the formation of large, well-armed caravans for protection. Political changes too posed significant challenges. The rise and fall of empires, wars, and shifting political alliances often disrupted trade routes, forcing traders to adapt and find new paths through uncharted territory. Yet despite these challenges, the Silk Road continued to flourish. It was a testament to human resilience and ingenuity, a beacon of our enduring desire to connect, explore, and trade. The Silk Road left an indelible mark on the world, its legacy still visible today. This ancient trade route was not just about the exchange of goods, but it was a conduit for the movement of cultures, philosophies, and technologies. It served as a bridge, connecting East and West, and fostering an understanding and appreciation of diverse civilizations. The Silk Road's influence permeates various aspects of modern life. Look at our kitchens. Spices that were once exclusive to the East, like black pepper and cinnamon, are now staples globally. Our technology, paper and printing techniques originating from China, revolutionized knowledge sharing. Art and architecture were also significantly impacted, with motifs from different cultures blending to create unique aesthetics. Even our understanding of medicine was enriched by this exchange. The Silk Road was more than a trade route, it was a bridge between civilizations. Its legacy, a world that's deeply interconnected with a shared history that's as rich and diverse as the Silk Road itself. All good things come to an end, and so did the Silk Road. Over the centuries, several factors led to the decline of this once flourishing trade route. The rise of maritime trade routes during the Age of Discovery in the 15th century significantly reduced the importance of the Silk Road. Ships, with their larger carrying capacity, offered a more economical and safer means of transporting goods, bypassing the treacherous terrains and bandit threats of the Silk Road. Political instability too played its part. The fragmentation of the Mongol Empire, which had maintained stability along the route, resulted in increased hostility and insecurity. Traders were discouraged, and the flow of goods dwindled. However, like a phoenix rising from its ashes, the Silk Road experienced a rebirth. In the 19th and 20th centuries, explorers and archaeologists rediscovered this ancient route. They uncovered artifacts, studied historical texts, and pieced together the Silk Road's rich tapestry. Their work breathed new life into the stories of the cities, traders, and cultures that thrived along this path. Sir Aurel Stein, Sven Hedin, and Xuanzang were among these tireless adventurers, their expeditions revealing a wealth of knowledge about a world long past. They reminded us that while the Silk Road may have declined, it never truly disappeared. The Silk Road might have declined, but its legacy continued to live on. This ancient route's tale, its rise and fall, and its rediscovery, remains a testament to human resilience, adaptability, and our enduring spirit of exploration. The Silk Road was not just a road, it was a journey through time and cultures. This ancient trade route was a bridge, connecting distant lands and peoples, a symbol of cross-cultural exchange. It shaped the course of history, fostering the spread of ideas, religions, and technologies. Its legacy is seen in the interconnected world we live in today. As we end our journey on the Silk Road, remember to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned for more journeys through time on Historical Odyssey.